Chukwudi, what exactly is your work? 2 years, you have sold phone, you have sold car, you have sold shoes, and now you are selling furniture. What exactly is your work? Now, are you like Chukwudi, that you have been selling different kind of things? I understand. I'm sure it's because you are trying to make ends meet. Country hard. That is one of the reasons why in the next 100 days, I'm going to be showing you a better way of doing this thing. How you can find purpose, how you can stay and focus on a business and build it and become a huge name. I'm going to be teaching you how to build a successful business. And even if you decide that you want to go online and you want to diversify, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do it. And also I'm going to be fixing that mindset of yours that has been taking you pure. Join me on this 100-day journey. It's absolutely free. Titled Mind and Money. I am going to be teaching you skills that will help you transform not just your mind but also your pocket. Click on the link below to get registered. See you there. You know say too much garri dey cause alcohol. And you know say this your garri wey you dey take na because of Satan. Now let me show you how you can increase your income. Let me show you ways like stop drinking garri every single day. There are other types of food. There's rice, there's beans, there's chicken, there's so many other things. But you cannot afford those things if you rely on only one source of income, which is your salary. In the next 100 days, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can make money both from cryptocurrency, forex, and from owning a business. And that is not just all. I'll be adding a bonus on teaching you life skills, how to get out of depression, how to handle breakup, and how to live a best life. If you are interested in turning finance around, click on the link below and join me on this transformative journey. It is absolutely free. Stop drinking garri every time. Because I said it's free doesn't mean that the link is going to remain open forever. Get on board. I'll see you then.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another episode of the Minds and Money series. Day 80. Day 80. 80 days of live stream. It's been amazing. Such powerful consistency. We have 20 days to go. All right. And today in our crypto diaries, it's our privilege to, to have our guest, Emmanuel Jacobs, behind the scene. He's at the backstage and he is going to be giving us loads of information concerning ways to make profit with NFTs, how to make profit with NFTs. All right, so he's had a very busy schedule and he has had to squeeze out time from his very tight and busy schedule to be with us tonight, and we are not taking it for granted. So in the next 20 minutes, thereabout, he will deliver what he has to deliver and he would move on. Please, as usual, you know what it is. You have your pen, have your paper, because I'm very certain there's going to be loads of information coming in. Remember that something is free does not mean it's cheap. It means someone has paid for it. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, let's welcome onto the stage Mr. Emmanuel Jacob. Welcome very much, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so in the next 20 minutes, you have the floor. Fire away, give us what you have. We are ready to grab as much as we can grab within this period. So thank you very much. I'll be out of your face just now. Over to you, sir.
All right. Good evening, guys. First off, I want to appreciate Mr. Silas once more for giving me this privilege. So my name is Emmanuel Jacob, right? As I was being introduced by the host, I'm the founder of Digital Swap. And Digital Swap is basically a platform where you can learn how to trade cryptocurrencies. It's a platform where you can convert your excess time to cash, platform where you can trade your cryptocurrencies to cash, and the list continues. Right. So I've been in the cryptocurrency space since in the year 2016, and I started trading cryptocurrencies officially in the year 2017. Right. So I've had a lot of experience, And I want to tell you for free that one of the things that is actually going to stop you from making progress in life is the lack of information, right? Lack of information and lack of actions, right? So, for you to be able to be a part of today's webinar, I want you to consider this as a privilege, right? Because I mean, the fact that I did not buy Bitcoin in the year 2016 when the price was still around $600 was because I lacked the proper information, right? So back then, we were having this mindset, oh, Bitcoin is too expensive. When it was launched in the year 2009, it was less than a dollar. Today, $600. So I can't afford it. And a couple of cryptocurrency projects like the likes of TBC, OneCoin, and the rest were coming out and preaching that their cryptocurrencies or their Ponzi schemes are actually going to be better than Bitcoin. It's actually going to be worth more in all. So we had that mentality. We had the wrong information basically. And that stopped us from investing in Bitcoin. So imagine buying one Bitcoin at $600 and kept it as far as maybe selling it when the price got to $20,000 in 2019, right? So that would be a lot of money. Okay, just so I don't get to digress, why I'm actually saying this is because I did not have the proper information, right? Although I was part of the early adopters of cryptocurrencies, I never thought of maybe aiming at having just one Bitcoin back then. But then the space is still early, and the fact that you are here, it's quite commendable. And I want to let you understand that don't take this for granted. The information that I'm about to share with you is not going to be it's not going to do anything if you don't put in the work. And you might probably get to forget some of the things I'm going to be sharing if you don't write them down. They used to say that a short pencil is longer or better than, sorry, is better than a longer memory. So your ability to be able to jot down some things, right, is actually going to be able to help you when you are actually in need of that information. And they also say that knowledge is not power. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the most popular mantras out there, that knowledge is power. But I later discovered that knowledge is not power, but applied knowledge is. So whatever you are going to be learning, don't just learn. Be ready to put in the work by applying or implementing the things you are going to be learning. So I just rushed off a particular webinar which I was hosting in my Telegram channel. And also I'm going to be having another webinar by 8 p.m. So I'm going to be as fast as possible. Right. So first off, what exactly is NFT? NFT is short for non-fungible tokens, right? I believe a couple of you might know NFT and you are like, let us go straight to the point. How can we make money from it? But I think I want to break it down so that you get to understand how NFT works and why do we even have the name. Non-fungible tokens is short for, oh, sorry, NFT is short for non-fungible tokens. What does this mean? We all want to break down what fungible is, right? Because I think that is the most important word. We understand token, right? You can even call a token an asset. We understand what is non. That non is basically something that is not. So what is fungible? Fungible is something that is similar, something that is divisible, something that is can be fractionalized, something that is just as the same as the other one, right? Something that is identical, something that looks like the other one, right? So I would say that, okay, now I have 1,000 naira notes. Let's be practical. I have 1,000 naira notes here with me. And yeah, our government recently colored this. This is exact same thing, right? But different colors in all. So these notes are fungible. What makes it fungible? The fact that they are fungible simply means that although they are different colors, right? Or let's just say, let's use this because they are the same thing. Forget about the color, right? So the fact that they are fungible simply means that anything 1,000 naira, this 1,000 naira can get you. This same 1,000 naira can get you. Both of them are of the same value. Both of them serves the same purpose, right? They are fungible. Okay, so let's say you have 1,000 naira in your cupboard, right? Or you keep it on the table, and maybe your friend just get to change it, or maybe your friend or your sibling get to change it to another 1,000 naira. I mean, you are not going to shout. You won't even notice if those currencies or that particular money was actually the same maybe quality when it comes to being dirty and being very new. You're not going to react, right? Because it's the same thing. It is fungible, right? It is divisible. Yes. Another feature of something being fungible means the thing is divisible. What do I mean? The fact that this 1,000 naira is divisible means that you can just ask someone, please change this money for me. I need 500, right? So, or you can just ask someone to give you 50 naira. Is divisible. That is, those are the features of something being fungible. I want to also let you understand what non-fungible is. So I have explained a few things. There are a lot, but because of time constraints, I don't really want to go into details. There are a lot of things that make up for something to be fungible. So fungible is the opposite. Fungible is non-fungible is the opposite of every single thing that fungible is. So why we have the word non-fungible, I'm going to first off give you an example of something that is non-fungible. For example, twins. Identical twins are non-fungible, despite the fact that they look alike, despite the fact that they may probably have the same voice. But trust me, those two individuals are non-fungible. And one of the factors we can use to really tell who is their fingerprint. Regardless of how they look like each other, they cannot share the same fingerprint, right? Let's say maybe one of them is using biometrics in their phone. The other person, just because they look like them, could not use their own thumb to be able to unlock the phone. That's exactly what non-fungible is. Apart from identical twin, you are non-fungible, I am non-fungible, which simply means you are unique. The fact that maybe you look like every other person doesn't make you the person. So non-fungible tokens simply means tokens that are not similar to each other. And it also means something that is not divisible. And it also means something that cannot be exchanged, right? You cannot just go to NFT marketplace and you say, because a certain NFT, for instance, let's use maybe Bored Ape NFT, and you want to give someone another NFT and call it Bored Ape. You could do that if the prices are similar, right? But you cannot I'm trying to see if I can see comments, right? All right, so please let me know if you guys are following me, right? Because I don't like boring webinars. I like talking, and the people that are also with me are also responding, right? I don't like being the only person that is talking. All right, thank you, Mr. Silas. So that is it about non-fungible tokens, right? So it is a token that is built on the blockchain, and I believe in the past 80 days, you must have learned about what blockchain is, right? So I also want to open your mind to understand the things that are possible when it comes to non-fungible token, right? You can use it for transfer of ownership of any particular assets, like real life assets, right? Let's say you want to sell land and you want to bring it to the blockchain and you want to bring all the documents. Remember, blockchain is just a ledger system where you could possibly keep records of whatsoever, records of transactions, records of medical reports, just any record, even like the school, a school, right? Any institution, schooling institution, basically, can keep the records of their students on the blockchain. And one of the features of blockchain is immutability. Once something has been registered on the blockchain, it cannot be edited, right? You cannot initiate a transaction on the blockchain and you say, oh, I have changed my mind and I want to do this, right? Smart contract doesn't even allow that. Smart contracts, right, is basically the automation of contracts. Just think of any contract you want to have with someone. Instead of you having to go meet a lawyer, you use the smart contract to automate everything with weights like, or maybe commands like, if so thing does this, or if this also thing goes this way, then do this, right? So once you are able to say maybe a landed property and you want to, a landed property, then you want to transfer the ownership to some other person using the blockchain, right? That makes it a non-fungible token. Okay, so instead of, let's say, you want to give someone receipts, you can do that on the blockchain and you transfer the ownership of your land. And the truth is that your land is non-fungible, because even if a particular land or lands could be the same size and everything, they cannot, this exact same land could not be in the exact same location, right? Even if they are the same sizes, both of them cannot be in the exact same location. This one could be here and the other one could be there, right? And that makes it non-fungible. You can transfer intellectual properties, right? Like music, and you can transfer it on the blockchain. You can transfer the ownership on the blockchain. And once that is done, it cannot be reversed, right? It cannot be reversed. So when it comes to non-fungible token as related to cryptocurrency, or the most popular, right? I'm going to mention a couple of a couple of successful NFTs recently that has given people a reasonable amount of money, like, I mean, insane profits, right? So one of it is CryptoPunk, right? So it is actually one of the earliest crypto NFTs out there that gave people massive profits, right? And trust me, this, as at then, people really did not know about NFT. And I'm not even going to lie, the amount of people that have made money from NFT is lesser than the amount of people that, let's say in a scale of, or let's use percentage, from 1 to 100%, I think we have like up to probably less than 10% of the amount of people that have made money from NFT. And this is one of the factors. One of the factors is just because people heard of NFTs and they heard how people are able to make thousands and millions of dollars within a very short while, and they just jump into investing in just any NFT they could come across, and as such they end up losing money. So I before I go further in listing some of the NFTs that did significantly well, I like to tell you that before you think of investing in NFT, you have to look out for the use case. What is the use case? Because NFT is not like cryptocurrencies, right? Cryptocurrencies are fungible, they are divisible, right? You can move it. The cryptocurrency market is so liquid that if you want to sell Ethereum now, you won't even have to maybe go list it in some platform and go back and pray that someone should go and maybe probably start bargaining to buy your Ethereum before you can sell it. It's so liquid that you can just sell it, buy now, and oh, you change your mind and you sell it. But NFT is not like that, right? So one of the things people did not understand is jumping into investing in just any NFT they come across, because they heard that NFT has given people money, and as such they jump into investing in just NFT. So before investing in any NFT, ask yourself, what is this NFT aside from, okay, it is an asset, right? It is a token that the price could possibly appreciate. What can I use this NFT for in the first place? Don't have to invest in NFT because it is on the blockchain and because cryptocurrencies are giving people insane profits, and you feel NFT is just the same, right? Cryptocurrencies are fungible. NFTs are non-fungible. So you cannot use the exact same strategy you are using to trade cryptocurrencies to enter NFT. If you do that, you are going to lose. That is why about 90% of NFT investors end up losing their money. First off, understand the system, understand how it works. If I buy this NFT, for what use? For yourself, like personally, right? For what am I going to use this NFT for? Am I really interested in the art presentation, right? Or am I really, what is the intrinsic value of this NFT? Does it really have value? Will I really have to rely on the mercy of maybe buyers in the future before I could be able to sell the NFT? Another thing you have to look out for is the community, that the developers, like the people backing the project, and the investors who are there. Okay, let's say for instance now BlackRock, or maybe Wall Street, right? Top financial institutions like that, JP Morgan. Let's say some top platforms like maybe Coinbase, right? Binance, they want to launch their own NFT, right? And the fact that they have a name, the fact that they have a track record of building successful products makes the NFT kind of worth investing in, because you just know that there's going to be liquidity for you to be able to sell your NFTs anytime you want to take profit, right? But going into NFT and thinking that it is just like cryptocurrencies, that you can just, anytime you need your money, even if the price has dropped, you are going to sell and cash out. That is where you have got it wrong. And that is basically how you are going to get to lose your money, right? So if you want to profit from NFT, the first criteria is, am I going to use this NFT? Like, what is the real life use case of this NFT? How is it going to solve my problem, such that, or even if I don't get to probably need to use it, the fact that it could solve my problem in the future, oh, that simply means that this NFT can basically be of good use to someone else, which might make them want to buy into the NFT in the future, right? Another thing is looking out for the people backing it, right? The developers. Another thing is looking out for the investors. Who are the investors, right? I think there's this platform, Cyberpunk, if I'm not mistaken. I can't really recall. There's this platform that if a particular cryptocurrency project is being listed and you click on it, and it will show you the people that have invested in that platform. There are some people that if you see that, oh, they have invested in this platform, it should give you confidence that, okay, since so investor has invested in this NFT, then it's definitely going to be a good one, right? And there are this platform too. I can't really recall the name. If I do, if I recall, maybe I might probably come and drop it in the comment below, right? There's also a platform that, the same platform, you can just go to some top financial institutions and check their portfolio, check out check out their portfolio and see what projects, NFTs and cryptocurrencies they have invested in, right? So the fact that these people have make kind of this financial what how do I put it, financial decision, right? it should make you know that okay, this might end up being a good NFT to invest in. So back to mentioning the list of NFTs that did well recently. So another one is the second one on the list is Art Blocks. So Art Blocks is basically a platform that generates programmatically. I'm sorry. It's a platform that generates programmatically created art on the Ethereum blockchain. Some pieces from art blocks have fetched high prices, right? So you see the use case of this particular NFT, right? So this platform, right, is having like they have an ecosystem where they program some created artworks on the Ethereum blockchain. There are some people that are interested in some form of artworks, right? Artworks is kind of some intellectual properties that some people might invest in, right? And they might even consider it interesting and buy it from you in the future. But just going to buying some NFT because they have some kind of fancy stuff doesn't make you does not ascertain that in the future you are going to be able to sell the NFT for cash. So Bored Ape Yacht Club, right? They actually have a cryptocurrency known as APE. Okay, this is one of the most successful and one of the most talked about NFT in the cryptocurrency industry. I think that was around 2021, if I'm not mistaken. People were making a lot of money. And in fact, one of the factors was the people behind the project. Another thing was that this platform actually had huge investors, right? So it's actually a club for billionaires. Bored Ape Yacht, right? It's a club for billionaires and people that invested in their NFT. They cash out, but although I don't really know if the project is still doing well at the time of this live stream. Axie Infinity is actually a gaming platform that rewards their users with some tokens as well as NFTs, right? So you see the use case of Axie Infinity, right? They have a product that okay, if I buy their NFT today, okay, I'm going to be eligible to be receiving some Axie Infinity crypto tokens, right? Or if users are always going to be coming to this platform to use money to play games, and as such the platform is generating profit, and as such is going to make it a good investment such that since they are having an inflow of cash, it is something that people will always seek to buy in the future, right? So these are the criteria you need to look out for. If you're a gamer, then you can embrace maybe Axie Infinity or maybe any other similar NFT project like that, knowing too well that okay, I am a gamer, and if I hold this NFT, I'm going to be eligible to be receiving some Axie Infinity tokens while playing this game and while holding this NFT for the long term. Such that even if the NFT doesn't turn out well in the future, you can still cash out using their tokens and probably maybe playing games on the platform to be earning their tokens, right? We have NBA Top Shots, right? And we have a couple of NFTs. I'm actually running out of time. So the last thing I want to talk about, the last few things. Okay, I think let me just talk about one. Earlier on, remember I said that NFT is a non-fungible token. But the update we are having now is that NFTs are being made in a way that, do I call it, they make it fungible. NFTs are now kind of fungible. They are now fractionalized. What I mean by that is NFTs are now being tokenized, right? You could be, say, for instance, now some NFTs are expensive and you could not be able to afford thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy some NFTs, right? So they have to tokenize it, build a cryptocurrency that is tradable, right? And with this, it helps with liquidity. So before now, NFTs were not fungible, just as the name implies. But we now have NFT platforms or NFT projects now make it easier for just anybody to be able to opt in to their project by tokenizing it, right? So one of the purpose is liquidity. To enhance liquidity, remember, liquidity is the ability to be able to trade any cryptocurrency asset with ease without having to, probably maybe you place a trade and it will take days before you could see someone that will buy, right? So that is why they had to find a way to break it down so that just anybody can just jump in and buy some of those tokens at as low as $5 to $10 and kind of be a part of the cryptocurrency. I'm mentioning cryptocurrency project, being a part of the NFT project, basically. Another one is accessibility. There are some native platforms that most people could not be able to interact with, like NFT marketplaces. Most people couldn't interact with because it is not that user friendly. It's kind of technical to be able to navigate through, right? So if some of these NFT platforms that are tokenizing their NFTs, they make it easier for just anybody to be able to use both the decentralized platforms and the centralized platforms to be able to trade these tokens. Right. So another one is dividends and rewards. Some tokenized NFT platforms incorporate mechanisms for distributing dividends or reward token holders based on the performance of the underlying NFT. Right. So the fact that some NFTs are being tokenized and they can be traded on some platforms. Users, right, or investors or traders that engage in such projects like this, they always stand a chance to earn and or benefit from the NFT project, right, by receiving dividends and rewards for holding these tokens, these tokenized NFT tokens. Okay, so another one I want to talk about is the last one, basically, is governance, right? In the cryptocurrency space, is what we call governance, right? Governance is just, in my own simple explanation, is kind of giving the community members or the investors, right, to have a say in a particular project, right? Like you are able to make inputs because you have some amount of that particular cryptocurrency tokens. Okay, let me just break it down. Tokenized NFT can also be used for governance processes, allowing token holders to participate in decision making processes related to the NFT or the platform it's associated with. Right. So I'm going to sign out, right? But before I do that, I don't know if you have any question, please do also drop it in the comment below. Let me see if I could be able to assist you with some of these questions before we call it a wrap.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Jacob. I mean, it's actually very powerful. A lot of people have made so much money using NFTs, right? And although we have still not seen the best use case, or we have still not seen the full manifestation of the use of most of these technologies, but it's quite obvious that these areas are areas that can make people money, and you have done well. You have pointed us to several things, and some of the things that you have pointed out here tonight is the fact that one of the things you should be looking at is the team behind it and the utility. And these two things are the major reasons why a lot of people lose money in NFTs, right? They just see this fine picture, and okay, sometime last year or 2 years ago, a young couple that went to snap a picture of an old man and sold the picture as NFT, made about how many $1,000s. He went on to create a video of him sharing part of the proceeds with the old man, and the video he sold it also as an NFT, right? Most times, a lot of times, once you look at the utility. Another thing you should also look at is the narrative. The narrative. I believe there is a new meme coin that is called Mom. New meme coin called Mom. It's people basically, I think the narrative is that if you could, dog lovers were buying Dogecoin, were buying different Shibas and the rest. Cat lovers were buying different cat coins. Of course, everybody loves their mom. So imagine creating a meme token that talks about your love for your mom. So the narrative is another thing that would really go well to, to help everybody that wants to invest in NFTs. All right, so I'm going to let you go now, sir, because it's more likely that there is no question, and I know that you are having another meeting in the next couple of minutes. So I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for for honoring this invitation. It's really my pleasure. All right, so thank
All
you
right.
very much. Your closing words, sir.
Okay. Okay. I think I like to say this to people in the cryptocurrency space, basically, because you see the crypto space, and there are some people that come into the space and all they incur is losses, like losses upon losses on a consistent basis, and they feel like backing out. So what I would like to say is, I mean, a couple of us that are able to kind of make it from this in this space, we have had like more, like 100 times more losses than some of the people that want to back out from the space, right? So all I have to say is,
Sure.
don't give up, and trust me, with time you are going to be able to make an insane profit that is going to cover up all your losses. And also do well to embrace education, right? Embrace it, like educating yourself financially, right? No matter the level of your knowledge when it comes to finance, investment, and all, that shouldn't stop you from still acquiring as many, like going for more knowledge as possible. So I think yeah, that is basically that from my end. And thank you so much for having me, Mr. Silas.
All
Um
right, Mr. Jacob. I know you have a thriving YouTube channel. So what's your YouTube channel? What's the channel name, and what
oh,
exactly do you do on the channel? So people
okay.
can, follow you up there.
All right. So yes, this my username on this screen is my usernames on YouTube, right? The name is Emmanuel Jacobs. Just go to Emmanuel Jacobs, and you are going to be seeing, you see my YouTube channel. Subscribe and be a part of the family, because that is where you are going to be getting some guides, right? I have a lot of amazing cryptocurrency um, video tutorials that will help you on how to navigate through most of the cryptocurrency platforms, ranging from trading leaks, Binance, Archivers, and the list continues. Bybit, basically. I wanted to mention Bybit because I am an affiliate as well as a content creator on Bybit. Yeah, so do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are interested in knowing how to navigate through most of the platforms on the cryptocurrency ecosystem.
All right. So thank you very much, Mr. Jacob, and I hope that we connect more and make more money. The bull run is in a couple of days. The Bitcoin halving is in a couple of days, some 3 to 4 days time. We are hopeful that we are going to make some good money from it. And you said something, and what you said, most times newbies, after incurring some losses, they want to run away, and not knowing that we have had our fingers burnt. A lot of people see us as crypto OGs, not knowing what we have had to go through. I remember losing some 10 Bitcoin, some 2017, some 6 years ago. I lost about 10 Bitcoin on one platform. Just imagine what that is now. you know.
That's
And you see
it.
somebody just comes in now and is losing some $20, $30, and he's thinking that his life has ended. So this is also encouraging you that, I mean, no matter how much you've lost, there is more to be made, right? Thank you very much, Mr. Jacob. Thank you so much, my viewers. Thank you, the audience. Thank you for being a part of this. Until we connect again tomorrow, have a wonderful night rest, and God bless you. Good night.
All right. Good night.